we got to hit this last topic.
11 minutes.
Very important. This is Disney and Marvel in a lot of ways. So this has been a big topic all week. I did a video on this. Friday Night Tights talked about this too. So Disney is panicking because they've lost Gen Z men, which is true. And what the really sad story here is millennial men, families in general, they liked Marvel. They took their kids. So Marvel already had this generation, lost it, and now they're trying to get it back through original IP, which is kind of a thing, that's not Marvel. So we're not going to fix Marvel. We need new shit.
And Lucasfilm could have done the same thing, either with Star Wars or Indiana Jones, for that matter.
Well,
100%.
You're missing the big part where the new shit is Tron and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, they're bringing back Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
They've offered him the role.
The hilarious thing about this is also them just basically admitting that they're not going to try and fix the problem.
Yeah, they're not going to.
They're just going to try and add more to it.
Well, again, that was the entire purpose of them buying the MC or Marvel.
Exactly.
And buying Star Wars was because they wanted more male audiences.
But the
real
backfire here, though, the real backfire here is that they've lost this generation, and they've lost it to anime and manga 1 and 3. Actually, no, over 50% of Gen Z loves anime. That's a real number.
Yeah.
Well, the part of anime's success, besides from all the things that we've discussed before,
1
is
in 3 Netflix subscribers watching.
Yeah. Well, the key is that anime understands pleasing your core demographic. What genres are anime and manga divided into? The main genres, besides from, say, horror and mystery, so on and so forth, or fantasy, it's seinen, josei, shoujo, and seinen. And seinen, which is comics, manga, and anime for young boys, is the largest demographic. But there's josei, which is for women, seinen, which is for grown men, and shoujo, which is for girls. And every single one of these genres, they understand we cater to our target demographic. And you're not going to see somebody coming to Naruto or Dragon Ball or My Hero Academia and saying, well, we need to make this more shoujo, because those are seinen series, and the same for any shoujo, any of those genres out there. And Disney doesn't understand that, and American media doesn't understand that they need to cater to their core audience. It's the same symptom as Cracker Barrel and all these other companies and Bud Light, where they think my brand has to be for everybody. That just makes it bland and boring. It's impossible to have something that caters to everybody. You lose your core audience, and you've betrayed everybody that gave you money up until this point.
Yep.
No, they know that.
My question is more so, what could they possibly buy now that they haven't already bought as a boys brand that they will inevitably destroy? They can't find writers for any of these IPs, no matter what what franchise, what IP do you reckon that's next? The only thing that I can sort of start thinking of is something like 40K, Warhammer, or something like that. Like, they're going to...
One Piece.
They're doing original IP, Rhino, like Tron and Pirates of the Caribbean.
But I don't
think... you see? We're right back where we were
before
12 years ago.
Everything,
There's some shit about the new season of One Piece I don't like.
Exactly where we were 12 years ago is where Disney's at right now, just before they bought Marvel and Star Wars. They were trying to win the boys over, so they brought back Tron. They had Pirates of the Caribbean. They tried John Carter's of Mars. They tried Mars Needs Moms. And guess what? Each and every one of them failed except for Pirates of the Caribbean. So what are they doing now? They're trying Tron. They're trying Pirates of the Caribbean. What's next? Probably John Carter of Mars and some other animated movie that's aimed towards boys that'll fail just like Mars Needs Moms did. You watch.
Is Pirates of the Caribbean just like a boys thing, though? Like, I don't think it really is.
They kind of considered it more of a boys franchise. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was...
I'm not saying that girls don't.
No, also, it definitely pulls in girls through the romance between Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley.
But like when I think of a boys brand, I think that there's a lot more girls that liked Pirates of the Caribbean than, let's say, something like Star Wars.
It appealed to
Probably.
both.
Probably.
You
know
can
what I
have
mean?
franchises that skew towards, say, 80% boys but 20% girls. But there is no thing that kind of appeals to absolutely everybody. Probably Lord of the Rings is the closest, but at the end of the day, it still appeals to certain demographics more, right?
I would still say even Lord of the Rings still probably has a good 60-40 male demographic.
I think Star Trek.
I think so.
Star Trek.
I think so.
Yeah,
Star Trek's probably got
good
like
at
a
that,
way.
yeah.
I reckon that would be like 90-10, wouldn't it? Something like Star Trek.
Ooh, no, I
Star
don't
Trek
know.
is like 50-50,
No.
I bet.
No,
Really?
Star Trek is
Hmm.
probably more closer to the like 50.
What do you reckon?
I wouldn't
has
say
the-
50-50,
Which
but
I
franchise do
think
you reckon?
60-40 as well.
would
That's
have the
the
biggest
that's
probably
the
closer to
best you can
60-40,
get.
yeah.
60-40
reckon
is the best
Star-
you can get.
What do you reckon Star Wars is?
It used to be probably more like 70-30, but now it's probably more like 60-40 because you've lost that many men more than
Yeah.
anything.
Well,
So
let's
maybe,
let's
like-
talk about that real quick, Tom.
Because, yeah, that's what we're looking at right here,
Yeah.
right?
So this is what's really funny about this to me. And I'm so dumbfounded. I'm so like, what? How could you not see? This is Disney's biggest problem, because Disney's very successful with, especially women, through their princess shit. It's the idea though is they bought Marvel and Star Wars to get men,
Mhm.
and then when they had it, they skewed it towards women and lost the men. It's like you bought it specifically for men, and then you tried to grab the other. It doesn't work.
Well,
that
and they
way.
lost the original female audience, too, and replaced it with these, what few Karens give a shit, what dead
That's
hater honors
completely
are
true.
on.
Every
That's-
time
yeah.
they change things, I've experienced this with tabletop games. So there's been a lot of these cultural subversion things in tabletop games, and if you try to, every hobby that, even if it's 99% male, there will be a small amount of women who do enjoy it, and that is
Yeah.
fine. The target demographics is males, and the women who enjoy it, the thing is, we're not coming in trying to change things. We play
No, you
along
enjoy it
with
for
the
what it
target
is.
demographic.
Yeah,
Just
you
like,
enjoy it
by
for
the
what it
way,
is.
some hobbies that are majority women have a tiny amount of men who enjoy it. There are some men who like knitting or like crocheting, and that's fine. Imagine if some men came into
Yay!
crocheting and came in and told you that you need to change what you're doing. This can't just be for women anymore. It's the same thing as people coming into Warhammer and tabletop games and Star Wars and saying this needs to be for everybody. It needs to be feminized. So why
Very
is
true.
that okay?
Yeah.
And it's ruining things for the small amount of women who were in the hobby and weren't trying to change things. That's the key point.
Well, yeah, it's like the
usually
original
women
fans
that like it for the same reasons as
the
the
same
men.
reason the
Exactly.
guys like.
Or they
Right.
like one of the
Yeah.
men in it.
Yeah.
Sure, that's valid too. That does.
I mean, we've seen that with all of them: Star Wars, Star
See,
Trek.
That's something I've noticed more
well-
often with women than men. Women will watch something just because they like somebody, most likely a man that's in it, than a guy will watch something because of a woman being in it. Right? Like if it's like if we're like into somebody like John Wayne or something like that, where
Yeah,
we
that's
won't
very
miss any
true.
of their movies, that's one thing. But notice how many, you ask most men who their favorite actress is, and it's usually just somebody they think is hot. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to say like, oh, well, Meryl Streep is the greatest actress of all time. Like what guy's going to say that?
A gay one?
Exactly.
I almost
Yeah.
was going to touch on the Snoop Dogg thing, which is funny, but we're going to go into memes because it's been 4 hours.
Snoop Dogg's going to be playing at our AFL Grand Final, our like Super
But-
Bowl of our sport.
Real quick, it was a funny clip that came about Snoop Dogg,
Milk.
like talking about how he took his grandson, I think, to Buzz Lightyear, and his
Yeah.
grandson was like, "Hey, why are these two lesbians having kids? What's this all about?" And he's like, "What? Huh? Why am I?" He was mad that he took his grandson to this movie, and his grandson was
ended up
asking
having to
about this
answer
gay
this
shit.
question. Yeah.
And
What movie did he take him to?
Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
Yeah, there's those two lesbians in it.
Well, yeah, they're 2
And I'm
moms or
thinking,
whatever.
welcome to the conversation, first off. And then second off, motherfucker, you were sucking all their cocks when all this shit was going on.
Well,
Now, I'm all for like redemption and you know, jumping on and figuring it out finally, but still, I don't forget that you were sucking all their dicks, you know, when all this shit was going on.